Freelander. Wow, this thing is massive. So you all already know what we're here to do today. We're taking the Freelander 8 through Laozhanggou for an off-road challenge, tackling the flood control ditch and taking on the extreme Hanpo slope, basically a series of seriously challenging amateur off-road obstacles. All right, enough talking. Wow, cleared. Cleared! That slope is really steep, but we're not there yet. The real challenge is still ahead.
A quick shout out to our automotive partner in China for sharing this video and helping make it possible. Thank you for your support. Hey everyone, it's Jennifer from motortorque. If you enjoy staying up to date with the latest automotive news, reviews, and industry updates, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our exciting content. Thanks for watching, and let's get started.
I swapped this vehicle over to all-terrain tires because Laozhanggou is packed with sharp rocks and standard tires simply won't cut it here. A puncture would already be troublesome, but getting one while you're on a slope can be extremely dangerous. Other than the tires though, this vehicle is pretty much ready to go. So enough explanation, let's put it to the test. Now that we've entered Laozhanggou, we can switch straight into all-terrain mode. Then once we select rock mode, the ESC, traction control, and four-wheel drive power distribution all adjust to better suit this rocky environment. And there's another feature. As soon as rock mode is selected, the suspension automatically raises to its highest setting. For tackling Laozhanggou, friends, we're going to raise the suspension all the way up. Wow, whoa, it's shaking. Okay, don't panic, take it slowly, easy, slowly bring it down, slowly lower it. Wow, friends, there really isn't much water left in this little river. Whoa, but some of these rocks are seriously big. I used to think the 360-degree camera and transparent chassis function weren't all that useful, but after driving through a place like this today, I can see exactly why they're helpful. Those large, sharp rocks are incredibly easy to spot. Take this one, for example. We definitely need to steer around it. Look ahead at the section where we're climbing up the riverbed. There's a major cross-axle point coming up. Right now, we haven't locked that axle yet. We haven't even reached the Kangheng ditch, so why would we engage the front differential lock already, right? I'll try it like this first and get a feel for the terrain. After all, this is our first cross-axle section. A little bit, hey, nice and smooth. Smooth. This vehicle actually has 3 locking systems. The center intelligent lock is normally used while driving in highway mode. So what exactly does this center lock do? It helps manage energy consumption and keeps it lower. But we're already out here, friends. In this situation, the purpose of the center lock is to help you get out of trouble when you're off-road, and because it's intelligently controlled, you don't have to worry about operating it yourself. On top of that, there's an ELSD system on the rear axle, which is essentially the rear differential lock. However, this ELSD isn't quite the same as the performance-focused rear axle systems we're normally familiar with. The engineers specifically calibrated it for off-road conditions. Once you activate the relevant off-road mode, both the center and rear locks can automatically adjust according to tire grip and wheel slip. So even though we haven't manually activated the front mechanical lock, the rear lock should already have activated automatically. If you feel like the vehicle isn't responding quite well enough while crossing this axle articulation section, you can simply engage the front mechanical lock. That way, all 3 locking systems are fully engaged. Then, when you're dealing with regular cross-axle terrain, you don't really need to worry about reaching the Kangheng ditch. Friends, take a look at this deep pit down here. The real challenge of the Kangheng ditch isn't simply getting across it. The bigger issue is what comes immediately afterwards, a continuous series of deep, densely packed cross-axles. That continuous cross-axle terrain puts a serious test on the vehicle's geometric off-road capability. Its narrow stance and overall handling characteristics are both going to be challenged here. All right, let's go. We've engaged the front differential lock. We're going to cross this ditch without any problem, but we'll need to carefully twist and maneuver our way through all these different cross-axles. This vehicle has a total suspension travel of 240 millimeters, while maximum ground clearance reaches 270 millimeters. So when it comes to passing obstacles, its capability is absolutely up there with hardcore off-road vehicles. Now let's take on the ditch from the side. Hello, we're officially starting the Kangheng Ditch Challenge, and after that, we'll finally face the long-awaited continuous cross-axle section. Let's go. No pressure at all.
The real pressure is about to begin. Let's rotate the 360-degree camera around. Yep, let's check it from every angle. It definitely gives us a little more confidence. But honestly, this is just the warm-up. These are only some small bumps. The real challenge is still ahead. We've now got the left front wheel into articulation, and let me tell you, it's incredibly smooth. You can probably hear the power and torque being distributed throughout the vehicle, right? Ha! Even a hard impact like this doesn't really bother us. And we're not simply trying to make it across. The important thing is getting through smoothly and under control. The section ahead is even tougher. There's a huge stretch of continuous cross-axle terrain waiting for us. I'm actually getting pretty excited now because I've already realized that the suspension travel on this vehicle is more than enough to deal with the Kangheng Gully. Once we engage the front differential lock, the power delivery is excellent. There's no stalling and no obvious wheel spin. So you can see why our confidence is pretty high at this point. The tires are maintaining consistent traction, and overall, once we switch into the full stop mode, the power distribution responds very quickly. We're already making our way through the Kangheng Gully with ease. Now I've switched into full road intelligent mode. In intelligent mode, the vehicle's various sensors continuously detect and map the road surface, then automatically manage the power delivery and four-wheel drive system accordingly. Basically, you just let the car handle everything and concentrate on driving. The road ahead is actually quite smooth, with only some small gravel scattered around. It's still a little bumpy, but the level of support from the vehicle makes the ride surprisingly comfortable. It's no longer that harsh, punishing feeling you normally associate with driving a hardcore off-road vehicle over a route filled with potholes and rough terrain. Instead, you can actually pick up some speed and enjoy the sensation of cruising across this grassland highway, almost as if you're floating through the landscape. And let me tell you, after making it over this mountain, all those slopes you're seeing right now that look like they're going to be a hero slope aren't actually the real thing. You only know you found the true hero slope when you look at it and immediately think, wow, this one is definitely a hero slope. Brother Huang, we've got a hero slope right behind us. We've got to take it on. At first glance, this slope doesn't look particularly dramatic, but look at all the loose material covering the surface. It drastically reduces the amount of tire that can maintain effective contact with the ground. At the same time, it causes the vehicle to lose momentum and changes the way the weight is being transferred. Then there are all kinds of axle articulation challenges. As the vehicle climbs, the underside can easily come into contact with the articulation points, and that's exactly what makes this section so difficult. All right, let's get started. Let's go. Delayed mode, low-speed four-wheel drive, and all the mechanical locks fully engaged. Everything is maxed out. Let's go. Okay, here we go. That rock just hit the chassis. That's normal because there are so many loose stones scattered across the surface. We've reached this big bend now. Take a look at the axle articulation situation here. See that? We've managed to build up some speed, but we've basically lost it again. We're climbing this slope at around 12 kilometers per hour. And look at the tire pressure we're dealing with here. We absolutely have to keep the vehicle pointed in the right direction. The tire pressure must be pretty high. Come on, bro, give it everything you've got. We need to move slightly toward the left, but there's a cliff right there, so everyone has to be extremely precise with the steering. Okay, not yet. We said we can't go too fast, right? Come on, bro, I'm gonna roll the window down now. Look at us, look at us. Here we are among all these hardcore off-roaders. Let's see who gives up first. Look at those tires. They're literally being pulled outwards. Can you handle that? Amazing! Just as capable as the hardcore off-roaders, right? Exactly as capable as the hardcore off-roaders. And the driving skills are pretty impressive too. So cool. Thanks. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Can we take a picture together? Do you know who I am? It's not that you can't recognize me, it's just that we can't take a picture together. Come on, come on. The attendance leader. So hardworking.
Now, all the other off-road enthusiasts have driven away in their pure hardcore off-road vehicles, leaving us alone at the very quiet top of Hero Slope. It's a strange feeling. A place this challenging and at the same time such a popular off-road destination is suddenly completely peaceful. It's beautiful and honestly incredibly tempting. We're waiting for you to come and take on the challenge. Today, we've successfully completed all of the more difficult challenges in Laozhanggou. So if you're wondering what kind of vehicle you need to reach a place like this, just look around. The entire area is filled with hardcore off-road vehicles, many of them heavily modified. And yet today, we drove the Freelander 8 through all kinds of extreme terrain and managed to make it here. Yes, the Freelander 8 has a futuristic appearance and a comfortable interior. At first glance, it might seem like you can simply press a few buttons and immediately tackle all kinds of extreme terrain. But seriously, I'm telling you, achieving this kind of freedom and getting to experience a place like this requires genuinely strong capability from the vehicle.